how to be versatile is one of the best things that I can teach you. And I love to show you how to be creative with the simple things again and again. Now, one of my favorite ingredients to use is, of course, chicken breast. Lovely, economical, very versatile, and everyone in the family loves it. So we need to learn how to really pimp these up so we can get a round of applause, even if you're making yourself a lunch or if you're serving it to guests at a dinner party or a fancy lunch. So what I've got are 2 lovely chicken breasts here, and of course you would cook as many as you needed. Using a lovely sharp knife, what I'm actually going to do is cut those chicken breasts just lengthways and cut them open just to flatten them out. When we flatten them out, we do actually decrease the cooking time, and there can be more time for fun and laughter and happiness in your kitchen. So once the chicken breasts have been cut like that, I just take my lovely, sexy, sharp knife, and I'm just going to do a little slash cut into that chicken there, just to open it up. This does a few things for you. What it does is it actually opens up the surface area so they cook in half of the time, and whatever beautiful flavor we put on there is going to penetrate that, and it's going to taste $10 more expensive every time you do it. Now you could literally take your chicken breasts around the world. I am going to use my beautiful culinary spray tan, which is a North African or Moroccan spice blend called Ras Al Hanout. You could use a Indian curry powder, you could use a blend of paprika or saffron and a little bit of turmeric, whatever you like. So you literally, or even a Mexican spice blend if you wanted to make these a little bit more family friendly. I'm just sprinkling both sides, and then because it's a lean chicken breast, I'm actually going to add a little bit of moisturizer. So a little bit of extra virgin olive oil there. You can use your favorite oil, and especially if you're going for a Thai curry paste or something like that, you could use maybe a peanut oil or something that would be a little bit more towards the Thai, or even a coconut cream. So rubbing that flavor and that personality into the chicken breast, nice and easy. And what we need to have waiting for us is a nice hot pan. Now, this is a trick to cooking and to happiness in the kitchen. We need to make sure that we have a lovely swear word hot pan so we get a beautiful caramelization onto the chicken breast. The fancy chefs will call it a Maillard reaction, and that's just generally when we get a lovely browning onto our chicken. It tastes so much better when you get beautiful brown chicken than if you're cooking it and it's kind of gray and pasty. So please heat up your pan. Now, even though I've drizzled this in an extra virgin olive oil, my workhorse oil needs to go in the pan. And what I've got here is just a cheap little canola spray. But as you can see, I literally just use a smidgen. I would never spray your salad or anything with a canola or a rice bran, but they are fantastic for working in the kitchen and getting your pan nice and hot. Especially dishes like fish. If you've had fish sticking to the pan, change your oil and you'll change your life. So once that pan is getting nice and hot, I can then, and you literally, whatever your cooktop says is the maximum heat, you're going to pop those in there just while it's heating up. One thing you might have noticed is that when I was chopping that chicken, my board did not move. Now that is not anything special. All I've done is putting a wet cloth under your board will actually make your board stop moving around. So if it's moving around, I always say you're going to get stressed. So into the pan that goes, and what we want to hear here is a big sexy sizzle. So don't be scared to put your pans up. They can handle it. That's what they're designed for. And we want a lovely, sexy sizzle in the pan. Now, you don't need to look at it, make eye contact with it, anything for about a minute. And if it's burning, you can turn it down. Now, I can hear the sizzle, which is why I look so excited, because I know that a sizzle will get us those gorgeous results. So when we pull that out of the pan, what you will see is that glorious suntanned chicken breast, and because we've cut the slits into there, it's going to cook so much faster. Dinner just got easy. I've turned it over and we're going to do the other side. It is time to get a sexy plate, and get ready to assemble our lovely dish. So I've actually turned these over and we are ready to give them a little bit of seasoning, which I forgot to do when I put the spice rub on. And I always say, season your food, it shows you care. I've got a little tea strainer with some normal sea salt, and it's really nice just to put a very fine sprinkling of gorgeous salt just to season that breast perfectly. Now these are looking beautiful and caramelized, but I've got to make sure the inside is cooked. So I'm just going to turn that down and lessen the sizzle and wait for them to cook. So these are delicious and gloriously golden and cooked, full of juiciness. So try not to overcook them. Very tempting if you're used to cooking them without the little slash cut. So what I'm going to do, of course, this could be served hot or cold. You could save it for a dinner dish or anything that you wanted. What I've done is to make this into a beautiful, healthy, vibrant, colorful dish is I bought some lovely store-bought hummus, and they've got beautiful flavors for you to choose from. Of course, you could also make your own. This is going to be beautiful on top there. It sort of adorns the top of our chicken breast. I'm going to do 2 different colors just so you could see which way you might want to go. But it's all about the plating. And as you can see, I've used beautiful plates just to make it easier, to make me look like I've really worked very hard when I haven't. I've also got, so we've got the hummus on there. That's really going to add some creaminess, and it's almost like a sauce. What I have also done is just with my potato peeler is I have peeled it was quite a large zucchini, and I got these glorious ribbons with my peeler. What I've done then is just stuck them in the microwave for 30 seconds, and they will cook up very quickly. A lot of moisture in there, so they do really cook up. I am going to build my little dish here. So a lovely little nest of our zucchini there. And can you imagine eating this as well? It's going to be busting with flavor, busting with personality. You can, of course, continue to build the dish. I've got a few little leaves here from a salad pack. Heaven forbid. You are allowed to use those, guys. And this is going to be a crunchy, glorious chicken breast that I just happen to make look like a very expensive meal. Of course, some petals on there, and what I might also do is just a little bit of a drizzle of an extra virgin olive oil. You can use a truffle oil or a lemon oil. You get beautiful oils in your supermarkets and in your delis these days. I love to drizzle that extra virgin olive oil on at the end, unheated, and that's why I used the other oils right at the beginning. Let's finish these off and see what they taste like.